Unlocking Creativity, Johann Hari's insights on mind wandering. Imagine a world where creativity feels like an elusive dream, a distant memory of our youth. A world where the very act of coming up with new ideas seems to come at a cost, sacrificing sleep, neglecting meals, or sacrificing relationships to focus solely on work. But what if I told you there's a better way? A method that allows us to tap into our creative potential without burning out, and it starts with understanding how our minds wander. In his insightful book, Lost Connections, journalist and author Johann Hari delves deep into the roots of modern mental health issues, uncovering how our society has become overly focused on productivity and achievement at the expense of well-being. One of the most fascinating revelations is how mind wandering, often seen as a distraction, can actually be a powerful tool for unlocking creativity. Let's explore this concept further through Johann's lens. The power of mind wandering. Mind wandering isn't just about daydreaming or being distracted. It's a natural part of how our brains function. In fact, it's when our minds drift off that we're most likely to have those eureka moments, when a seemingly impossible problem suddenly becomes clear. According to Hari, our brains are wired to seek out connections between unrelated ideas, and these connections are more likely to occur during periods of mind wandering. Consider a moment when you've been working on a challenging project for hours, feeling stuck. You've tried every angle, yet the solution eludes you. Then, as you walk away to grab a snack or attend to a minor task, your mind wanders. What happens next might surprise you. Suddenly, you catch a glimpse of a familiar face from a past encounter, or perhaps you hear a song that reminds you of someone else's story. These coincidences, which seem random, are actually your brain's way of making sense of the vast amount of information it processes daily. Hari argues that this process of connecting seemingly disconnected pieces of information is precisely what sparks creativity. By allowing our minds to wander, we give ourselves the space to make those unexpected associations that lead to innovative solutions. So, instead of viewing mind wandering as a waste of time, we should see it as a crucial phase in the creative process. Real-life examples: mind wandering and creativity. Let's take a look at some real-life examples to illustrate this point. Imagine a scientist who spends countless hours in the lab, meticulously studying the properties of a compound. One day, while walking home from the office, she stumbles upon a street art mural depicting a molecule with striking similarities to her research. This chance encounter sparks her curiosity and leads her to develop a groundbreaking theory that could revolutionize the field. Or consider an artist who spends days agonizing over a painting, trying to capture the essence of a scene. As he walks through a park one afternoon, he notices a group of children playing with toy cars. His mind begins to wander, imagining the chaos and joy these toys bring. Inspired by this image, he creates a vibrant piece that captures the energy and spontaneity of childhood play, leading to a successful exhibition. These scenarios highlight how mind wandering can unexpectedly lead to creative breakthroughs. It's not just a matter of luck. It's a result of our brains' inherent ability to connect disparate elements and forge new pathways of thinking. Johann Hari's personal journey. Johann Hari's own journey provides a poignant illustration of how mind wandering can transform lives. In his early career, he struggled with anxiety and depression, often feeling trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts. He describes how, during periods of mind wandering, he would find himself drifting into memories of happier times or imagining different scenarios. These moments were initially frustrating, as they felt like distractions from his struggles. However, over time, he began to appreciate the value of these wandering thoughts. For Hari, mind wandering became a source of comfort and inspiration. He started to view it as a way to reconnect with his inner self and gain fresh perspectives on his problems. Eventually, he discovered that by embracing his mind's tendency to wander, he was able to navigate his mental health challenges more effectively. This newfound acceptance led to a profound transformation in his life, enabling him to overcome his previous struggles and pursue his writing career with renewed vigor. The role of mindfulness in harnessing mind wandering. While mind wandering can be incredibly valuable, it's important to note that it doesn't happen naturally all the time. Many of us find ourselves constantly bombarded with tasks and notifications, leaving little room for our minds to wander freely. This constant state of alertness can hinder our ability to access those creative connections that lie dormant during periods of rest. That's where mindfulness comes in. By practicing mindfulness, we train our minds to be present in the moment and let go of distracting thoughts. This practice helps us create mental spaces where mind wandering can flourish. When we engage in mindfulness exercises, such as meditation or simply observing our breath, we cultivate a deeper awareness of our internal experiences. This heightened self-awareness enables us to recognize when our minds are naturally wandering and to respond with curiosity rather than judgment. By integrating mindfulness into our daily routines, we can enhance our capacity for creative thinking. Instead of suppressing mind wandering, we learn to harness its power. We become more adept at noticing those fleeting moments of insight and more comfortable with the uncertainty that comes with allowing our minds to explore uncharted territories. Cultivating a creative mindset. To unlock the full potential of our creative minds, we need to adopt a mindset that embraces mind wandering as a natural and valuable part of the creative process. This involves shifting our focus from rigid productivity goals to a more flexible approach that values exploration and experimentation. One key aspect of this mindset shift is learning to differentiate between productive and unproductive forms of mind wandering. Productive mind wandering occurs when we allow our minds to explore new ideas and connections, even if they seem tangential to our current projects. Unproductive mind wandering, on the other hand, often stems from dwelling on worries, regrets, or unnecessary stress. By recognizing and distinguishing between these types of mind wandering, we can cultivate a more balanced approach to our mental states. Another essential component is fostering a culture of curiosity and openness. When we approach life with a questioning attitude, we open ourselves up to the possibility of discovering novel solutions and insights. This curiosity drives us to ask, "What if?" and "How could this be?" questions, which are fertile ground for creative thinking. Finally, it's crucial to establish a routine that supports mind wandering. This might involve setting aside specific times for free-form thinking, dedicating uninterrupted blocks of time to reflection, or engaging in activities that naturally encourage mind wandering, such as walking or gardening. By creating dedicated spaces for mind wandering, we ensure that these moments become a regular part of our lives, enhancing our overall creative output. Overcoming obstacles to mind wandering. Despite the benefits of mind wandering, many of us still struggle to embrace this practice fully. Common obstacles include societal pressures to stay busy and productive, fear of losing focus, and ingrained habits of staying mentally engaged at all times. To overcome these barriers, it's essential to reframe our relationship with mind wandering. One effective strategy is to challenge the notion that mind wandering is inherently bad. Instead of viewing it as a wasteful activity, we should see it as a necessary part of the creative process. By doing so, we begin to cultivate a more compassionate and accepting attitude towards our minds' wandering tendencies. Another approach is to experiment with different techniques that support mind wandering. For instance, incorporating brief periods of mind wandering into our daily routines can help us build a habit of letting our minds roam freely. Setting small goals that encourage creative thinking, such as sketching a scene or writing down interesting observations, can also serve as prompts for mind wandering. Moreover, it's helpful to acknowledge that mind wandering is a normal and healthy part of human cognition. By embracing this reality, we reduce the pressure to maintain constant mental engagement and foster a more relaxed, open-minded approach to problem solving. In conclusion, Johann Hari's insights on mind wandering offer a transformative perspective on creativity and mental well-being. By understanding the role of mind wandering in the creative process, we can unlock new levels of innovation and inspiration. Whether through mindfulness practices or cultivating a creative mindset, we can harness the power of mind wandering to overcome obstacles and tap into our deepest potential. Remember, creativity isn't just about generating new ideas. It's also about maintaining a balance between focused effort and spontaneous discovery. By embracing mind wandering, we invite a rich tapestry of possibilities into our lives, enriching both our personal experiences and the world around us. So, the next time your mind wanders, don't dismiss it as a distraction. Instead, welcome it as a precious gift that can lead you to profound insights and remarkable achievements. Let's commit to nurturing our minds in ways that encourage mind wandering, fostering a more vibrant, connected, and creatively fulfilled existence. Here's to unlocking the full potential of our minds, one wandering thought at a time.